Entrepreneurship is funny in the way that you, as the entrepreneur, are the person who defines what success is. Like you set the bar for yourself and what that looks like. And you're also the person who determines how it's measured. And that can be really tricky because this industry, this field of entrepreneurship, it attracts a lot of competitors, right? I'm a competitor. I grew up playing sports. I love me a scoreboard, right? But when you get to like the end of the year, for example, as we just had in my world of real estate, people start posting their end of year numbers, right? And sometimes you see a number and you're like, what are you making a rah-rah about that for? That's nothing, right? But maybe for that person, this is their first year they went full time, and that's all they wanted. They just wanted to see if they could make a living doing this business, and they did it, and they're super proud of it. So good for them, right? In other cases, you see a number that makes you feel small, and you're like, yikes, like what am I doing wrong here? I'm so far behind. Maybe that person's charging half of what you're charging, or they have a really big team, or whatever that looks like, right? You don't always know. Even here on social media, so many people do this for the likes, for the views. I personally don't. I have said it before, I make my videos for the 2% of people who watch the whole thing. I'm here to educate and share knowledge, and that's actually why my follower count and my view counts, while they may not look huge, like they make a big impact on my business, right? That's what I care about. That's what I'm optimizing for. Everyone's running their own race out there. So what you have to get really, really clear on is not only what are your goals you want to achieve, like what are those numbers, if anything, but also how are you going to measure them? And you have to just walk around with the confidence that I know how I'm tracking and I know what I'm trying to achieve. And now I just got to do the work. What other people are doing does not matter at all. And if you try to let it matter, it's going to drive you nuts, right? So for everyone out there, agents, investors, entrepreneurs, if you're starting your year, you're setting your goals, take a moment and make sure you're really clear on how you're going to measure them, and let that be your guide. Like just let your own numbers help you run your own race. That's going to help you set up a successful year. Let's do it.